Claude Debussy was perhaps one of the most important composers of the 20th and 21st century for the flute as a solo instrument. In 1912, he wrote incidental music for a play called Psyche by Gabriel Murray. The piece was originally titled Flute de Pan, but we all know it as Syrinx. Its title was given in reference to the myth of the amorous pursuit of the nymph Syrinx by the god Pan. The story goes, as Pan falls in love with Syrinx, however, as Syrinx does not return the love to Pan, she turns herself into water reeds and hides in the marshes. Pan cuts the reeds to make his pipe, in turn, killing his love. Some think the notes played in this piece are of Pan playing into the reeds of his fallen Syrinx. Syrinx has since then become this pillar that holds what solo flute music is. Numerous composers refer to Syrinx when writing their own pieces. The widely eccentric composer Edgar Varese, for instance, when writing Density 21.5 for flutist George Barrère, recommended that his piece should always go after Syrinx in any program. Density 21.5 became itself another pillar of solo flute music when it was written in 1935. Since Syrinx has been written, it has been played millions of times and in many different variations. From playing it as written, hearing it in jazz, to looping the piece over and over, and this is true, performing it every day for a year like flutist Mimi Stillman did, and posted each video on YouTube. So how did a piece like this, which was to be played during intermissions of a play, become this obsession we now know today? Well, it helps that it was written by Debussy, who was famous in his own right. That, and not many pieces were written for solo flute at the time. The flute itself was going through a transition in the 1800s, and still did not identify itself as a solo instrument like, say, the piano or violin at the time. Syrinx is even considered the first solo piece written for Boehm's modern flute. You can learn more about Boehm in our first episode. But prior to Debussy writing Syrinx, the only solo piece played by flutists was at the time the 150-year-old C.P. Bach Sonata in A minor for solo flute. Unlike the Bach, Syrinx is a piece that gives room for the performer to interpret, put their own emotion into the work. Because of this, it played a pivotal role in the development of the instrument being considered a soloist instrument in the 20th century. Many composers followed in Debussy's footsteps like Varese, Takemitsu, Berio, Stockhausen, Aiken, and many others. So go hunt around and take a listen, and grab the score for free on IMSLP and start playing. Post your versions in the comments, or maybe your favorite versions. And if this is your first time around, be sure to subscribe for more episodes. And until next time, thanks for watching.